Yeah, that's it, right? Like, trying to set up for them is going to be kind of difficult. I guess it's going to come down to a lot to vision this game as well, which, again, I would kind of favor Fnatic for. They have a Hoodwink and an Undying who can both kind of get in deep, find the vision, get down wards, and Hoodwink moving through the trees as well to be able to do that. So, once again, leaning Fnatic's way with that one. Their support duo just looks way more playable.
Yeah, this is a super comfort support duo for Fnatic. It's a little off the wall for Aster, but like you said, we do see them playing support Brewmaster. This is something that they believe in, certainly. And my problem with the team fight is it's just so easy for Aster to reset. Like, Slark's going to have to be so careful with his buttons because it's super possible for him to just press the Shadow Dance and then there's a song that comes out. They don't have the best like stuns or anything to follow up and punish him after that, but
yeah,
easier teamfight execution, I think, for Aster on the whole. Chat was going crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of chatting coming out. I'm interested to see how these lanes go down there. We've seen Nagasirens do very well when left in the 1v1 against an Enigma.
Yeah, another one of these heroes that can kind of make that work. All right, Monet doesn't quite manage to grab that top one.
Yeah, Januel a little quick on the fingers there, so that'll be 50-50 on the runes then. Aster getting 2 and Fnatic getting 2.
Man, really interesting from Januel. I saw him start with the boots. I thought he was just doing the like ward trick, right? Use the boots to get out a little bit faster and place your initial ward on the map, but he's stuck with it. So there's just one mango to his name here, and they are going to be running the Undying in the off lane. So why do they not want to put Undying into the double? Okay, maybe they thought there was a swap happening or something from Aster.
I'm fairly sure they thought that Aster were going to try and avoid it. Aster didn't, so yeah, sometimes the path of least resistance is the path best traveled.
It seems sensible to me to just run the Undying into the double melee strength lane, and they will do just
absolutely. That. XXS being annoying early on, of course getting the point on Onslaught, as we've been seeing more commonly recently, and using that to secure himself a bunch of CS early on in the wave, so we'll see that to continue. Mid is the interesting one as well. Ori versus Armel. It's a Tiny versus a Death Prophet. I don't know who turns out better. I feel like this should be a Death Prophet favored lane, but so far so good for Armel as he's absolutely destroying it on the last hits with that big old tree of his.
Yeah, first few waves should be good, but I think the pressure starts to mount from the Death Prophet. It's just very difficult for these melee heroes to play against the Spirit Siphon. Maybe with some toss plays and stuff, Armel's still going to be okay, but I don't think these first couple of waves are indicative of the lane, especially given that this was the last pick from Aster. So clearly thought that this was going to be at least okay, if not a counter pick this game.
Yeah.
Enigma just doing typical Enigma things up top, but doesn't really seem to be affecting Monet too much. Got their small camp unblocked, which is super nice. I'm a little... Oh, so they didn't... The Radiant were actually the ones that blocked the big camp. This is always worth doing, I think, when you're playing the Enigma lane. It's super annoying when your whole game plan is, revolving around denying and shutting down the enemy carry. And if any creep wave ever ends up in the big camp and it dies, all you're doing is just eroding that advantage that you've been building for yourself, right? If you're splitting that big camp experience 50-50.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You got to be careful. As I'll say, Siamese getting nailed a little bit by DJ. Right click's coming on through. Yeah, all these lanes seeming a little bit. I don't know, just a little bit testing each other. Just kind of firing spells. No one's super committing, but yeah, Siamese got to be careful. Does get caught here by the bushwhack. Will he have enough damage to bring him down? DJ's got the Acorn shot, and that'll be first blood for the Hoodwink.
Yeah, nicely done. They can't pressure onto the Nagasiren too much just yet, but certainly they can kill the Silencer, stop him getting any pulls, and just let Jabs do exactly what he wants to do up here at top.
Yep, he's gonna have a great time with this Enigma. I mean, every Enigma is a great time. It seems like one of the heroes which you just seem to not be able to lose the lane unless someone can just run at you non-stop, which is pretty hard to do.
Yeah, especially with the lane that Aster have. That is not the plan. It's very much just don't interact with the Enigma all that much. Monet going to be happy to head to the jungle at some point. Hokori gets brought down by the tombstone at bottom. Okay.
Yep, Raven and Januel just able to run him down there. They've got the lead, they've got the damage, they've got the slows to catch out old Baboka.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Does commit a tombstone, but you know, it's absolutely fine. Could have traded that for a kill every day.
Probably about how we expected this lane to go. It's just the story of Undying. This hero's been very popular and looking very good.
Yeah, and it's like I really like Slark in this lane as well. You know, I don't like the pick because I think it's going to have a tough time, generally speaking. But in the laning phase, at least, it's Raven's certainly going to come out okay.
Yeah, he seems to be doing just fine. That's the strength of the Undying, just protecting your lane. Siamese Cat almost died there. If Jabs had been able to get in range for the Malphus, he would have been gone. But fortunately, he was able to just scooch off to the right and be okay. Jabs are ready with a point in the Midnight Pulse. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, 1-2-1. Gonna be the build up from him. As Ori kind of, I don't know, he's putting a bit of pressure onto Armel, but Armel is doing absolutely fantastically on last hits, so he's not really feeling the pressure too much at all.
Yeah, seems to be doing fine. Maybe asking for a refill at some point, or just supports to come and contest this 600 rune. They're able to pounce at bottoms. Quite a bit of damage onto XXS. But not going to be a kill.
Yeah, not quite, not quite. Januel, set on fire. A little bit of response coming in as in the middle lane. The toss comes through. Armel getting very low though as Ori tries to turn it around. The Tiny getting run down. One more right click will be required from Ori. Can he find it? Oh, and they will connect with the Crypt Swarm. And Ori able to walk away. DJ still chasing. Has the bushwhack. Needs to land it here. He wants to kill off Ori and will not be able to do so. Was hoping that Ori went in towards the jungle, but he did not. He head back towards the river. So no kill for DJ.
Not a regenerate. That's all. That's all DJ wants to. He's gonna go for it.
With the bushwhack coming back in. Oh, DJ, getting it done. We said the hoodwink was good, but this is intense. I mean, he is gonna die for it most likely. Although I say that, he's actually not walking towards Baboka, and Armel's coming back in for this. They might not be done with this one. Avalanche is gonna connect here. Tree throws in. Baboka desperately trying to finish off DJ, but DJ completely outmaneuvers the beautiful plays here in the early game from the hoodwink.
Dang, I think he found the only tree that he could have possibly bushwhacked onto there. Yeah, DJ's a menace on this hero.
Absolutely. And of course, you know, as we mentioned before, it's really hard to punish this Enigma in the 1v1. Like, yeah, Monet's going to be happy with the 1v1, but also Jab's having a great time up here.
Yeah, they're both farming. I don't think he's getting too many Eidolon CS, but he's not really falling under any pressure. And Ori, despite the death, is just straight bottom with this siege creep and the double damage. Can Fnatic do anything about this? It's only level 4 Slark.
Yeah, XXS unleashing onto Januel there, utilizing that trample. Tries to jump away with the onslaught, but that's not going to work. So we'll just scream a bit, as Primal Beasts tend to do. But DJ is chasing once again, but he does get that Arcane Curse placed upon him. Tries to finish off Ori, can't quite connect, and Ori's going to get some revenge. Although the Fairy Fire comes out from DJ, but the Ghost catches him out, so Ori will get some belated revenge as Armel turns around and just annihilates Ori with the Avatos combo. Well, the tower will stay alive from this.
They were making that play, I think, knowing that it was going to be difficult for Armel to connect, and instead he just walks all the way bottom to make it happen. Drags on a little bit. Big turnaround to prevent that first exorcism from taking your safe lane tier 1. Raven doesn't really want to head into the jungle just yet, so important that they're able to continue to give him a lane to farm in. And it's DJ really holding down the early game for Fnatic so far.
Yeah, absolutely. DJ doing an incredible job on this hoodwink, and well, Ori also trying to put on a bit of pressure, but ultimately getting a little bit outmaneuvered at the moment, I would say.
Black hole at top, trying to solo kill Monet. He's got the Vlad's damage. These Eidolons going to work.
No way! Oh my God, Jabs! What a play from him, committing the big spells and coming out with the goods.
All
right,
right.
love to see it.
So much for your Enigma counter there, Aster. Yeah, Jab's having a good time.
Yep. Now hitting a level 8 after that kill and just having the lane to himself. He's got so many levels.
They don't really have anybody to put up here to stop him taking this tower.
He's the highest level in the game.
Yeah, Silencer can... Oh, Silencer can die to Armel, I think is what he can do here.
Armel, a little bit of hesitation, but the toss back there onto the Eidolons. Feed, my pretties, as Jabs will claim yet another kill.
This is a bit worrying for Aster because their supports do kind of suck at making rotations. They're both just teamfight buttons, right? Compared to Fnatic, which much more about the lanes, much more about the early game, way more ganking. You even mentioned it as we came into the game. A little bit of a discrepancy between the supports.
Yeah. They can just make things happen on the side of Fnatic. Meanwhile, Aster kind of just a lot more passive. When it comes to actually fighting in the team fights, then we'll see Aster kind of utilize their sports a bit better, but for now, when it comes to moving around the map and making plays happen, they don't have that. And as I've been saying again and again and again, like a broken clock, which you've gotten very annoyed of hearing, when you have that throwaway initiation or just some form of catch on your 4, the game feels so much easier to play, and that has been the cornerstones of a lot of these teams. As the bottom tower does fall, XXS going to claim that one. Aster, Monet has a new home.
Yeah, finally opening up some area on the map, but this Jab's Enigma is going to farm out of control over here in the dire jungle. They've given him 2 observer wards to play around as well, so he should know if there's anybody rotating over towards him, unless it's under cover of smoke, which is exactly what XXS and Baboka are looking to do here, try and punish this Jab's Enigma. Does already have the full Wraith Pact, so pretty tanky, but I don't know if it's tanky enough.
Yeah, with the Pulverize coming through as well, they've got the Thunderclap in also. No Black Hole available from Jabs. They do throw down the Tombstone, but Jabs is going to go down. Wraithpack Totem's there, though, as well as the Tombstone. There's a lot of things they have to deal with here on Aster, but Ori, he doesn't care. He's just running into it. Kills off the Wraithpacks, but so much damage coming out onto Ori. He's got to be a little bit careful. I'm just going to TP himself away from this one as XXS getting caught by DJ Round on the side here. Another kill for DJ on the Hoodwink, just finding them all over the place. All the shots! Oh, DJ getting it done! What did this man have for breakfast today?
Oh my god, what a disaster for Team Aster. Just, like, they get the Enigma, sure, but they used Exorcism, they lose 2 cores, putting down the Wraith Pact along with the Tombstone, they just didn't know what to hit. It was like, which one do we deal with first? Time's running out, tick-tock, tick-tock, Armel's coming for the rotation. Alright. Fnatic. Looking good so far. Pressuring even further.
Beautiful. Yep. Yeah, they want to get something from this. Ori's moving in. He does not have an Exorcism, though. I'm not sure Aster what the plan is here, but Januel, he's the one who's just getting beaten in. There comes the Pulverize, cancelled out by Armel, though. They have the split on Baboka, though. That's a powerful spell to work with, as they will be able to take down the Wraith Pact Totem. Januel finally going to fall to the glaive of Siamese as Raven jumps into the fight, manages to find the play onto the Silencer, takes him down, does get the silence off just before he dies. Now throw up the slot into the air. Is it possible they can actually catch him out here? That is a question. Baboka trying to get away, but DJ's in with the bushwhack to hold him still and get Armel the kill.
Well, they pressed 2 ultimates, and once again they just get 1 kill. Team Aster, these team fights, I think, not working out the way that they were hoping, and there's a black hole available again for Jabs. Just gonna keep on pressuring with this Vlad's aura.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I like their chances in the late game, but I did not think that Fnatic were gonna come out swinging so quickly. Are they really? Could they really do this? Could you really just Roche with? I guess they've got Tombstone.
Yeah, they do.
Hot diggity damn. They really can, huh?
And just to be clear, that was the fastest Wraith Pact off TI-11 so far, picked up by Jabs.
I believe it. He rushed the Vlads, no boots. He's going. Wait, this man's going back for a Midas. He's going for a victory lap. Jabs. He's looking to set some Enigma GPM records, I think.
Yeah, I think so. So you've got the record for the Wraith Pact. He wants more.
Look, I don't know if I love this because I think they have the better late game potentially. So I would prefer him to just like like not risk it and just buy better fighting items for now. But who am I to question this man? He is very farmed.
Yeah, he's got that money. Reminds me of the Invokers who go for like Spirit Vest line and go back for Midas afterwards. Usually it's earned to get the charges and then into the Midas, but this is a bit of a bigger investment with the Wraith Pact.
Oh, I might just get away with it. Though I think this item's a bit dead. Blink Dagger reveal from Armel here.
Yeah, moving on to the Evoker. They want to try and just lock him down. He doesn't have the Primal Split for another few seconds anyway, so nice timing on the gank there from the side of Fnatic.
Well, Aster not looking entirely comfortable having their Primal Beast at the offlane. Ori is looking very vulnerable, just going for a Witchblade.
Yeah, throw back on Ori here, and they're able to get another kill. Oh my. I mean, Fnatic just playing at a sensational pace right now.
Yeah, and Monet really the only one that's keeping the farm up. Maybe once he gets his Orchid, he can start joining the team and making some plays. But Aster seemed to, for now, seem to just not be confident in taking a team fight. And that hurts when you're the lineup with all the team fight buttons.
Evokes. Yeah, taken out. It's just non-stop from Fnatic right now as they move forward on to Siamese. He gets taken down as well. It's just a never-ending supply of kills from Aster. They're just turning the tap on, and Fnatic are more than happy to just keep on drinking away.
Yeah, I think for Fnatic, it's like, oh, can we do this? Oh, yeah, I guess we can. Like, they can't stop us making this play. We're going to push this tier 2 at 15 minutes into the game. Why not? I think they're just discovering that they're pretty darn powerful, and Aster just don't seem to be able to put these teamfight buttons together.
Yeah, that's it. It's just not connecting, so heading towards the 16-minute mark, and Fnatic looking to really put some pressure onto this tier 2 in the middle lane. DJ leading the charge. Oh, he's got a Maelstrom, by the way. Casual.
Yep.
Queuing up the Gleipnir. Has big aspirations this game.
I'm down. It's going to give him a lot of strength against the Naga illusions. This is the one aspect where Fnatic, are a little bit weak. That's what the Naga pick is about, but if you have an enormously farmed Hoodwink, maybe it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yes, our position 4 Hoodwink is going to counter out your position 1 Naga Siren. Okay, good, Monet.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, well, Monet's answer is just to farm away, and he has taken up residence in the enemy side of the map, farming their jungle where they just don't want to be at the moment, and he has a lot of money. The hopes and dreams of Aster very much relying on this Naga Siren at the moment.
Yeah, there's a little bit of lane cutting and stuff going on at mid, but it's kind of tricky when the tier 1 tower is still up. He's going to start chipping it down a bit more. I think Fnatic might be looking for him. Yeah, the circle is being drawn by Januel. They want to kick him out of their side of the map.
Great read from Mono, though. He's got the ward up, actually, so he noticed it's coming. This wasn't a smoke from Fnatic. They just tried to run him naked, and everyone's going to notice when he comes sprinting towards you like that. Boca might get caught out here by a DJ, charging up the sharpshooter, full duration. The damage is there. Fnatic will be able to eliminate at least the one target, so... smoke up from Aster, though. They want to try and make a play. They know that they're very split across the map right now, and if they can go and find themselves an isolated target, there's a possibility that Aster could get themselves a fight. BKB fresh on XXS as well on the Primal Beast.
Yeah, I think the idea is just that they... Oh, they just picked up this gem. Januel, no! This is your only item!
Yeah, there it goes. Straight away. Who picked it up, actually?
The courier snagged it, and then he tried to run the courier away, and then they killed
Ori
the courier.
grabbed it.
Yeah, so Ori's got it now. Well, that hurts.
All right, that's a swing.
Yeah, I don't know if I love... I'm normally a huge fan of these like aggressive gem pickups for just completely controlling the map, kind of choke out the enemy team, but you've already got a Slark, so you've already got some vision game. I don't know about this one necessarily.
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement. Seems a little getting ahead of themselves. I mean, to be fair, if they had been able to just kind of take over the map with it, it would have felt like really good, but...
Yeah, and even if it managed to get the gem away on the courier, we would have been singing his praises, but sometimes it is what it is. Fnatic still farming way more of the map.
Dire's
The
top tower is under
Monet
attack.
takes over the #1 spot on the net worth now, so he's certainly getting something going.
Yeah, not surprising really to see the Naga kind of moving ahead. A bit like an Alchemist in that regard, where you do expect her to be a little bit ahead because she needs a couple more items to be a real hero.
Yeah.
But going for the Orchid, so Manta Orchid looking to play the game here, Monet. Not going to be a backseat Naga Siren. Definitely joining the crew in the car.
Isn't that...
Januel positioned great here. Where is the gem, by the way? Have they not kept it on Aster? Have they put it back in base? I don't see it anywhere.
I'm not sure.
I have literally no idea where it is. I'm checking the items, I'm checking the base. I'm so confused.
Oh, it's just outside the well. It's,
Got that,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Aster. They managed to claim and wrestle back their portion of the map, so, you know, this net worth advantage from Fnatic has kind of just been plateaued for a while, and it's kind of what they expected. I mean, at least what Jabs expected. He did go for this Midas.
Yeah, I would like to see DJ and Armel linking up again a little bit more and trying to find some kills. Instead, they've both been farming for the last little bit. DJ's even like full core mode. He's just picking up Boots of Travel. Armel is going for an Ags, so it seems like they're thinking, okay, we know Naga's farming, but we're just gonna itemize to deal with the split push. We're gonna itemize to deal with the illusions. I think a very clear signal from Fnatic that the only hero that they're now really worried about on the side of Aster is the Naga, which might be okay. I think it could end up being to their detriment a little bit. The Death Prophet and the Primal Beast can still do a lot of damage without having that many items.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. So yeah, this net worth difference might not be as significant as it looks, but at the same time, as the later we get, you know, the more we're looking at this Enigma, the more we're looking at his Midas paying off. The Black Holes are going to be there. Raven absolutely fine with the game going a little bit later as well. So, and also DJ is just absolutely yoked. He's farming the map as well. I'm a little bit surprised they're not gaining more of a net worth advantage on Fnatic, but I guess it's just kind of the Naga Siren who's the counter to all of that. Like, yes, everyone's farming on Fnatic, but also Monet is just guzzling gold right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about how the map is being split up right now, it's not that much of an advantage for Fnatic, really.
Yeah, Monet just absolutely drinking. Loves gold. Loves gold. He's like me and curly wellies. You have curly wellies in Australia?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, very lucky.
Except they'll pull your fillings out. That's the...
It's worth it, though. That's kind of like... all the best things in life come with a cost.
Right. Yeah. No, we do have curly whirlies. I am a curly whirly enjoyer. Anybody who isn't from the UK or Australia is currently like, what on earth are these two talking about?
Curly whirly. Just try it, guys. Just try it. Find a British store. Is that a thing? Do we have that? I don't know, but...
DJ's hiding in these trees. Smoke breaks?
You see? He's got... Wait, what is TP?
Just TP from... I mean, you...
Blink Dagger. Didn't know he had one of those. Wow.
Yeah, turns out. Didn't have any more scurries, so he just wanted one more.
Yeah, I wanted to get over to the next kind of collection of trees. Very interesting from DJ. There's a bit of a mob gathering around the middle lane. Angry Aster on one side and the frantic Fnatic on the other. Ooh, taking shots at each other. I can't believe how much this game has slowed down. And I went from just like slapping Aster all across the map to playing this very slow and considered game. Huge change of pace. They smoke up. Aster staying on the high ground. Tree volley, just give them a bit of vision. Oh my goodness, Baboka. He is just completely annihilated.
Does have a buyback. It's still a little tricky to just walk into the Roshan, but with the BKB on the Enigma, Fnatic feeling that little bit more confident. Jabs is not going to break his smoke here. Wants to make sure that he's completely out of sight. And Aster, they're going to try and go. Seems like it might just be too late.
There you go. Aegis into the hands of the Slug. It's going to be a very nice upgrade for him. He's going to be able to go in very, very deep here, and with this Aghanim Scepter as well, Fnatic should be able to take pretty much any fight they want now.
Yeah, they're playing slow in Fnatic, but I do think they still have, like, the idea still has to be that they've got the ultra late game. Right? That's what they're telling themselves. Like, look, guys, Slark is the best late game hero here. We've got an absolutely huge Enigma. We don't need to be stressed. We can ride out these Nagasaran timings. I think it looks a little weird because they owned the early game so hard, but
yeah,
they're showing a lot of restraint to just kind of keep farming, get these items, secure their spot, and keep heading on to the late game. And like we said, it's important series for them, especially if they want to have any hope of landing in the upper bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to make sure they secure this one. So going high ground before you're ready is absolutely not the way to do that. So they will start to pressure, though. They're not absolutely just going to sit in a stalemate. They want to take these buildings. They want to force Aster to come and play an uncomfortable game. I'm not going to need to leave here, though, as Aster do turn up into this little area. Fnatic, they'll be happy with the tier 1 by the looks of it, though, as they back themselves away.
Yeah, just make the map feel a little smaller again. Yeah, take a bit more farm. Exert this Aegis pressure at least somewhat. I like the itemization from Raven. He's not doing anything greedy. We're not seeing a moon shard or anything like that. It's just getting into the BKB next. Gonna go for the Aghanim shard. If you just live, you'll do plenty of damage.
Yeah, Slug is in, but Baboka's able to get off the split, so he's going to be okay for the time being, and they'll throw the Tiny up into the air, and now bring him down as over on the side. Jabs, he's maybe going for the black hole, and then Mine cancels it out. Ori is going forward, though. He's got himself the X-Scissor, but Raven's on top of him, taking some chunks out of the Death Prophet, popping the ulti here to try and help himself survive through these ghosts. Ori's just on a mission, but he is going to get tossed up into the air and killed off. The silence a little too late from the side of Aster as XXS now just pumping down the damage onto Armel. There comes a black hole just onto the Primal Beast, but cancelled out by the song from the Nagasaran. It's TP home time for the side. Oh, so close off Aster.
Needed to let XXS start that TP.
Yeah.
Dang, but after all is said and done, it's just the Death Prophet going down. I'm shocked that Ori can do this.
Always give you, like, they always start their TP, like, they give you, like, half a second to start TP. They're like, sorry, I've waited all I can.
Yep. Yeah, I think they could have, maybe not the best coordination from Aster. I think maybe they could have canceled the... I think they weren't quite sure whether they were trying to save the global or the song for the black hole. So Tiny got a couple of tree volley shots off. If they had interrupted that, it would have been big. Well, Armel TP gets canceled, but the team's here to back him up.
Yeah, they're all TPing across. They've got this tier 1 in the middle lane, which is the real difference maker in Broomel. So without a primal split available, they're going to be able to bring him down with ease. They're even looking for more here. He's on top of Ori. No exorcism. Like, they just don't have the cooldowns to fight right now in Aster. I'm not sure what they're doing this far out of their base.
Yeah, they definitely can't be there. Fnatic with a big punish, and even thinking about heading towards the high ground now. I don't really see why not.
XXS, all he can do is ask politely if they wouldn't mind leaving, and I don't think Fnatic will be willing to oblige such a request.
Yeah, 1 more minute on the Aegis. I think Raven going to be more than happy to just siege this up a little bit. He's just going in.
Jesus. Goodbye, Siamese.
Give me that stack. I needed to hit this tower.
Yeah, I need an extra actually, thank you. Well, tier 3 tower going to drop to Raven. That'll give them fortified back at the very least, so maybe something to defend their barracks with. 17 seconds on Exorcism, 4 seconds on Song, 5 seconds on Global. Aster will be fighting fit soon, but do they feel confident enough to fight into this Raven Slark, who still has an Aegis for another 35 seconds? Feels very difficult. It's a game of seconds, and the maths ain't quite working out for Aster at the moment.
Yeah, they're just
They do have a lot of respect for this Chinese squad as they back themselves away.
Yeah, Aegis running out in 20 seconds, so... showing some respect, just going to go and get a couple more items. And Aster, what can you find? Jump onto Jabs.
Yeah, kind of slamming him into the ground here, but Jabs has a BKB TP out. They don't really have enough damage to really threaten anyone here, and even Januel's just going to be able to TP himself away from this one, but Boca unable to find him for the Cyclone. Nice little spot in the trees he had there. And full escape from Fnatic, losing absolutely no one. So clean, so disciplined. This is just very, very nice stuff from Fnatic. And DJ's actually overtaken Ori in net worth now as well. So this farming hoodwink with the boots of travel and the maelstrom just owning.
Yeah, this has been great. I've been so impressed with the DJ's play, but also just sticking the tiny mid, I think, turned out to be a great answer for what Aster were going for here. We've just seen the Death Prophet die a whole bunch of times. Brewmaster's just getting absolutely annihilated. The Ags is a nice answer to the Naga Siren as well. I am a little bit sick of Tiny just being viable all the time. Can we have a patch without this hero, please? It feels like you only ever get to slap on the wrist, right? Like last TI, it was, oh, he's viable in pretty much every role. And then they nerf his itemization on carry, and it's like, oh, well, I guess he's only viable, you know, position 4 in mid now.
Yeah. Well, Aster showing up and ousting Fnatic from the area. Fnatic, again, just so respectful of Aster. You know, they're so like not willing to kind of take any fights which they're not absolutely resolutely ready to take themselves. So they won't take anything on Aster's watch, that's for sure.
They've still got the better late game, so they can just chill for all of their cooldowns for every fight. Like, yeah, Jabs was just waiting for a couple seconds for his BKB. Spot Monet.
Hello, Mr. Monet. Yeah, the pounce does actually miss here as the BKBs come out. They'll drop the black hole, and with the trees flying into that as well, everything thrown at Monet. No hope of surviving that one. Baboka's going to get dropped like a rock as well. 2 dead on the side of Aster. As once again, you just see it, Fnatic, they get ousted from the area. They smoke back in on it. Easy pick up onto Monet.
Bit of a
Silence just way too early as well from Siamese as well, has to be said.
Yeah, a bit of a catch-22. If he tried to save the global, I think Monet was just dead, but Jabs was very patient, just BKB'd it off, and then went straight in afterwards. And with no Naga, kind of no hope, she holds all of the net worth and all of the hopes and dreams of Aster in this game.
Yeah, Fnatic just playing so cleanly, way too cleanly for Aster to even get a look. And this must be frustrating as well. You know, you want to get on the map, you want to play some games, you want to have some messy fights, you know, especially with Primal Beast, especially with Brewmaster, but Fnatic just don't give it to you. They see you and they just leave. They're not even bothered. They're just like, all right, bye. We'll give up this area of the map, sure. We're going to take it back later.
We'll be back with another black hole and a BKB. You just wait, and Jabs might even have 2 of those if he continues farming with this Midas at this pace. Working on his refresher. Yeah, Naga is not going to be the be-all, end-all carry this game. Monet's already kind of getting close to his peak timing. Sure, he's still got some more inventory slots to fill, but as we've seen, there are 4 heroes on Fnatic that are all itemizing against him. And, you know, Genuel's there for moral support. He's got a Force Staff as well. He can help out a little bit. But really, he's the cheerleader to the other 4 cores of Fnatic at this point. DJ's been promoted, right? Come on, he's got more net worth than the enemy mid. He's entered core territory.
Yep, 4 calls on the side of Fnatic. Cheating, you're only out of 3. Tournament rules.
They're firing on all cylinders. It's a 4-stroke engine for Fnatic.
Your cylinder, gotta look out. Armel, he's getting beaten on down here as Aster looking for the opportunity for the BKB and turn around with the tree volley as they immediately just find their target once again. Monet going to be jumped on. There is a song. No, actually cancelled out by Monet. Doesn't want to use it right yet, so holding on to that cooldown for the time being. And there is a dead Undying, so they're going to make the trade here as they lose the silencer in response for the Undying, but they have the buyback and global silence possibility here if they do try to go for a black hole on Jabs. They have to be aware of that on the side of Fnatic. Let's see if the temptation is too strong as XXS jumping in onto Armel. There it is. Buyback silence comes in immediately, cancelling out the black hole. And Armel's going to be the one to die. Aster playing it beautifully. It's LPL to interrupt the TP onto Jabs as well. He's going to fall. They won't even look at him as he dies. Maybe you might want to do something about it. Yeah, there you go. Song comes through just to make sure they finish the job. It's an interesting use there from Monet, but it gets the job done.
Everybody thought that that they had that kill. Oh, but still, like, Aster winning that fight, Fnatic, the discipline wavers a little bit. They didn't have every single button ready to go at the start, so even assassinating the silencer and the backlines, just kind of giving Jabs a false sense of security as now Aster grabbed the Roshan for themselves. It's going to give them a refresher as well. So, refresher shard up for the Death Prophet.
Yeah, it's, you see on the replay here as well, like, you know, DJ getting the amazing pickoff here, but they weren't ready. They weren't ready for the buyback on the silencer. And it's one of those things which you kind of hope he doesn't have it, but
you don't know for sure. Yeah, you're just like, well, I know his game is miserable, but he also has no net worth, so his buyback costs nothing. And it's like
pennies.
Yeah.
Oh, the big smile. The big smile from Baboka.
Okay, so long as Fnatic aren't too rattled, I think they're still fine. Like everything that we've been talking about up until this point, still okay. They are. I don't think they're going to get completely run over by the Naga Siren so long as they keep their farm up. Jabs just has to keep his cool, find this black hole opportunity. You know, DJ going to keep hunting for the silencer in the back lines. Game plan hasn't changed too much, but certainly signs of life for Aster.
Yeah, there is. They're showing that they've still got plenty to offer to this game. Solid game plan, and the silencer pick coming up trumps that in that last fight to turn things around for them. And now, yeah, Monet is going to be able to just kind of rock around the map, doing whatever he wants, more so than before.
Yeah, he's got this full Bloodthorn picked up, so his damage is looking pretty scary. Butterfly as well. No sign of an MKB or anything for Raven. It's not really the Slark. It's meant to be killing the Naga here. I think that the idea is that Armel is supposed to be just lobbing trees into the black hole, and that's how you deal with him. Really gonna have to give away a lot of the map here, is Fnatic.
Yeah, it's getting small, isn't it? It's getting a bit claustrophobic.
Superwood spots us out. Armel wanting to clear one more wave before he leaves. Gotta be careful. The song! Oh, he blinked to the right.
Oh, Armel just about surviving through that one. Monet trying to sweep through with that Song of the Siren, but yeah, it doesn't quite connect. Wow.
he didn't press his BKB first, so it was pretty stressful.
Yep. No worries at all for Armel. Cool as a cucumber. On a winter's day.
You've got Arcane Rune. I think you can just push the BKB. It's a 7-second BKB, so maybe you wanna keep that one extra second available. Got an MKB on Hoodwink. Oh my god, DJ. We were like, oh, how's this last pick gonna deal with the Naga? Well, he's taking that seriously. This Acorn shot. +2 Acorn shot bounces, -4 armor corruption, and the Gleipnir on top of everything else. Just wait and see what's going to happen to these illusions.
Yeah, tree volley plus this Acorn shot is just going to be wrecking fools. I can't wait.
He is very squishy though. Does have to be careful about, you know, Primal Beast ends up on top of him, the Death Prophet ends up on top of him. They don't have a whole lot of net worth, but these heroes are still going to do a ton of damage, and they're getting backstabbed right now.
This is interesting. Ori, smoke's going to pop, sees onto the Undying straight away. Pulverize comes down, no chance getting down to Tombstone for Januel. They'll move across towards Armel as well, but he's got the BKB TP away, so he's going to be fine. Aster, they'll only catch the one. Exorcism committed here as well, so that's a big commitment there from the side of Fnatic and... from the side of Aster, and they don't really get much for it.
Yeah,
they do have a refresher shard on the DP, so I guess not the end of the world.
Yeah, not the end of the world. I just want to see how Fnatic are able to shift gears now. Because as soon as the Aegis is out, I think it should shift back to kind of Fnatic being able to exert themselves more on the map and having more of this pickoff threat. They've been struggling on the vision game for the last little bit, which does make life a little bit harder. And that is something that's certainly easier for Aster with the illusions. Even though, you know, Slark's got night vision, so should be able to play around that. Raven rocking the gem, so Januel not going to lose it this time around.
Yeah, it's always nice to be able to put your gem on Slark, especially, so you just see everything and everywhere.
Yep.
Everything.
Yeah, okay, so 15 seconds to go on the Aegis. Fnatic don't have the refresher quite yet for jabs. Maybe they can wait for that. Definitely want to grab all of their neutral items.
Yeah, it's that kind of awkward moment where it's like, well, we want to go and catch them whilst the Aegis is down, and there's like that brief moment where Aster just kind of reassessing the game, but at the same time, just get your refresher orb up, just get those nice right away.
Nobody taking the Witchbane just yet for Fnatic. A little bit surprised at that. It can target. It's normally used on enemies, but it can target allies as well. So
yeah,
pretty sick in this game, especially against all the silences and stuff.
Yeah, breaking out of those would be pretty ideal, especially for someone like the silencer on the back lines. If you can just throw it onto him. What's he got? He's got a telescope. Telescope's very nice as well. Maybe not for a silencer, actually. Be sure he's got one job in this game.
Yeah, you're not going to give the telescope aura to anyone if you're sitting in the fountain. It's maybe maybe a bit tricky. Okay, all right, Fnatic. They know that the Aegis is gone. Time to exert themselves a little bit more. Smoked up, see what they can find. They don't really have any vision to go and play two. There's it's one ward at top.
I love this as well. They smoke through the secret shop to get their refresher orb on Jabs as well, so they have this option.
That does mean he's not going to have a buyback.
That's true. As they move up to Ori, he's actually able to sidestep the tree volley there as he turns around. BKB X's him out as they jump forward onto Armel. Armel does get off the BKB and Ogre Seal away. Fnatic looking like they want to disengage here as they've dropped the Exorcism and they will just back themselves up. But there is a refresher shot on the Prophet, so again, just to reiterate, it's not a huge commitment for the side of Aster. They can still fight. And they've actually been able to catch out Januel here as the Boca runs forward with the Brewlings to catch out the Undying. They have to be careful though, but it doesn't matter. They're able to bring him down regardless. Januel will fall. And now, Armel. XXS. They're able to get themselves out. It's probably the amount of damage that that Undying took. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, he got annihilated. Between the Primal Beast and the Death Prophet, there's a lot of just like incidental damage being done by Aster as they run at you. And even though they ran past that ward, Fnatic just not feeling confident to try and find a turnaround. Like you said, they used both of their BKBs, and so they will just try and step back. Jab's still just looking for this perfect opportunity. They're never going to find the silencer. He's never going to be an option, I don't think.
It's literally getting to the point where I almost feel like you do want to do the fountain thing. I hate to say it, because I know that silencer is very useful in fights. You know, like a last word can absolutely catch out a Slark, but at the same time, as long as he's alive, it just feels so difficult for Fnatic to do anything.
He knows that DJ is looking for him, right? So
yeah,
I don't think he can afford to be... Wait, does he just sell everything to try and get refresher? Okay, yeah, he's embracing his fountain existence now. He's retiring.
You have a refresher orb. You have a refresher orb. I want a refresher orb. That's that's what's being said here.
Yep. So he did have did he have a force staff and stuff at one point? It's all gone now.
Yeah, he had.
Is he gonna walk with back to the well with the tranquil boots and then sell those as well? I'm just the
this
shot
is my
caller.
life now.
Yeah, I know that in some other games there's these characters where they don't actually play a hero, right? They just like oversee everything, and you can kind of jump around and buff your allies. That's sort of what Silencer's becoming here. He's just supervising. He's not managing from the front, that's for sure.
No, he is not. Well. Fnatic versus Aster. This is turning into quite the marathon game. 42 minutes in, no clear advantage for either team. Aster do seem to be getting away with the fights, but at the same time, it's been a long time since we've seen any significant kills. Like, no one's really committing onto anyone. It's turning into a very tense match.
No, Roshan's up again. This is the everything Roche. Aegis Cheese, Refresher Shard, Aghanim's Blessing, everything that you could want.
And a sense of pride and accomplishment for killing him as well.
Gold star.
That's the best thing of all. Yep. You did it.
Nomad will give you a retweet.
It's
the best of all.
Yeah, I will. if one of these players tweets saying I killed Roche, I'll retweet it, yeah.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Sounds out of the base. Sammy's cat just wants his refresher. He's so close. He's so close to retiring to the Bahamas. Kick up his feet.
Just live in the fountain, his new home.
He's got a family portrait.
So stupid.
Yeah.
300 gold, that's all it takes. Come on, one more bounty rune.
Actually, so he needs a little... somebody needs to get him a little gift basket of
Dude, he's doing
fruit,
it. He's doing it. He's
right?
going to sell his tranquils. 100%. Watch, watch, watch. He's walking home. Ooh. There it is.
Oh, yeah, he needs a little fruit basket as well. He's just moved in. He actually needs these mangoes to cast 2 globals.
So there you go. That's his fruit basket. It's a lovely selection of mangoes. He's just AFK in the fountain now. Meanwhile, Raven having some fun.
He's shot calling this team fight, Nomad. I don't know what you're looking at.
He's the eye in the sky. This is unbelievable. I haven't seen this in such a long time, but absolutely the right play, I would say. Enigma is no longer allowed to black hole. Aster into the pit. What can you do, Fnatic? You have to answer this. DJ's still at bottom as well. He's still shoving out the wave. They need him. They need his vision for the pit. He's, other than the Undying, he's the one who's gonna... They're just gonna take this. This is unreal. I can't believe they've actually gotten away with this. BKB pop from Armel for no apparent reason. This is just... I don't know. What's the discussion here on Fnatic?
I don't know. Maybe just that... Maybe they just need to take the fight at their high ground. Maybe that's where they're feeling a little bit more confident. Difficult to say after the way that early game went. I think this is... Yeah, you're probably starting to feel the pressure, right? The one time that you... The last time you voluntarily took a 5-on-5 was that fight where the buyback black hole cancel happened.
Ooh.
And I think maybe just
getting a bit
he's got
ambitious
boots
here,
again.
Silencer. Yeah, he's got himself some brown boots. He's over by the tier 4s. He's a proper little explorer now. You know, he's also buying wards and sentries and sending them out to the poker.
To the soldiers on the front lines, he's the support from home.
Yeah.
He's getting very familiar with the base. Check out your team's effigies. Give him a score out of 10.
Yeah. Commend them if he likes them.
Yeah.
Oh, Ori only has 1. He could use them all. They all only have 1 commend. Maybe that's the
Radiant's
plus.
middle tower is
I know,
under
Awaken has
attack.
0. Get right, Paboka. Well, Fnatic starting to, pardon me, make some moves up to top.
Is under attack.
This is interesting. I'm not sure what they're aiming to achieve from this. I mean, there's a big wave coming through, so I guess they just want to kind of drag Aster home.
Yeah, I suppose so. Gonna just let the Eidolons go to work.
Has fallen.
That's illegal. Sansa comes in, casts an Arcane Curse and immediately pinged out from Jabs. Literally instantly starts pinging him. He's like, guys.
They found Jabs.
They managed to
They
get on
songed
top.
him.
Yep. Monet's on top of him right here. Does he have the Axe? He doesn't, but I'm not sure he needs it. BKB and Black Hole comes down, immediately cancelled out. Going for a second one here. Actually, just blinking himself away. Second Black Hole not being used as they will try to close the gap now onto the side Enigma. He does have the second BKB, just trying to get himself away as Raven closing the gap onto Ori. Ori gets taken out. XXS low as well as Armel deals with him. That's the Aegis. Gonna get gone. And now they'll look for the second follow-up kill onto XXS. The Primal Beast, he has no counterplay. Oh no, Aster, they were too focused on the black holes and not focused on the fact that they were just dealing a ton of damage on the front lines, and Albaboka needs to get himself out of here, but I'm not sure he's got a way out. The tree volley comes through. It's Armel, the Tiny, tearing apart this team fight and tearing apart Aster.
All right, finally it's... Oh, maybe it's not about the black holes. Maybe we do still have some tools here. What can Monet do? His net worth is insane. He's 48k. But very difficult to approach. They do have a buyback available for the Primal Beast. I don't know if the Death Prophet might be able to respawn here. Is it just going to be Megas, though, is kind of the question.
Yeah. I mean, Monet has buy as well, so I don't think the game ends here, that's for sure, but Megas probably. Again, we'll see how much DJ's able to do to these illusions as the song comes out from Monet. Just trying to hold them back. Actually moving forwards here to kill off the Wraith Pact. XXS just jumping on through into the whole team here, trying to find Raven. Raven quick on the fingers with the Dark Pact here. XXS taking some heavy hits as now Armel comes in with the tree volley. So much damage onto XXS. He's going to eat the cheese. Sharpshooter's going to miss as the BKB still going. Now XXS jumping forward, finding the target, slamming down the Tiny. Armel in some trouble as Hokori comes back into the fun. They will be able to take down Armel. There we go. 2 kills for Aster. They will defend the final lane of barracks here as Fnatic repelled from the Aster base.
Jab's just piecing out. Slark starting to become this king of the late game. It's just very difficult to lock him down. He's getting the stacks going in the middle of the fights. And there is a bit of a stalemate between the Enigma and the Silencer, but yeah, the cores of Fnatic still able to do a whole lot. And the Naga's got double anybody else's net worth, but is she having double anybody else's impact? I think is kind of the question.
That's the question indeed.
Yeah, Monet even looking at swapping something out for the Hex, just wants a little bit more lockdown. I don't know that the Heart is doing that much for him, really. This was a really nice charge, though they didn't quite catch the Tiny, just got the backlines.
Yeah, and unfortunately the Pulverize just a little bit too late onto Raven. Raven barely healed up inside his ulti though, which is one of the things which kind of caused him a lot of issues in this one. So, I mean, that is the primal beast factor, especially in the late game. If he's just trampling through you inside that ulti, then he might not kill you, but certainly keeping you low, keeping you humble.
Yeah.
It's still an amazing fight from Aster.
Yeah, his damage scaling off of his attack damage does mean that trample scales better than some other things would into the later stages, but yeah, it does kind of seem like Fnatic. I think that it took that last fight to get a little bit of a confidence boost going, but maybe reaffirming to themselves that okay, look, we've still got the tools. We got 4 heroes that are equipped to kill Naga in an ideal world. We
currently have 1 hero who is level 25, and it is DJ on the Hoodwink, but the Slark's literally just leveled up to join him, so we're going to have 2 Acorn shot charges on the Hoodwink, so the damage output from DJ is going to be absolutely absurd. Meanwhile, Slark, he's going to get the plus 50 seconds essence shift duration, so these long fights... he jumps forwards here, excuse me. Sorry, friends, I do have a little bit of a cough. You have to excuse the occasional one which escapes the mute button.
Yeah, both teams, a little bit of vision. Aster seemingly just gonna go shove waves out. Monet is like fully slotted at this point, right? Surely there is no more left to conquer. He's eaten a moon shard. He's got the Ags. He's got the shard. He's got boots of travel in his backpack. Yeah, he has everything that he could possibly want.
Yep, 5.5k net worth on the Naga Siren. About 1,000 GPM in a 51-minute game. Absolutely ridiculous. And meanwhile, poor old Siamese is just dreaming of arcane boots. He's like, maybe one day I'll get them.
Won't have to buy more mangoes to press my double global. Is he still just chilling with Philosopher's Stone? Yeah, yes. I guess there's not really anything better to have. I wish we could get a heat map for Silencer. This game.
Okay.
That's what you got to do. Are we going to see yet another Roche? Are we going to see tier 5 neutrals?
Now, here's the question, right?
Yeah.
If we ever refresh a shard, then are we in the situation where Jabs is able to jump in, Black Hole gets cancelled, Refresher, Black Hole gets cancelled, Refresher again,
no,
Black Hole.
They share a cooldown now.
Oh, crap. All right.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt the theory craft, but yeah, they changed. They changed specifically that. No more triple BKB, triple Black Hole.
I hate that.
I'm okay with
Why?
it. I'm okay with it. It is a little bit anti-fun, but...
it's very anti-fun. Super lame. All right, well, I guess this game's never ending then, because that's the only way they could have ended the game. So, get comfortable, everyone. I would say get some snacks. Oh, yeah, actually, we've got 2 minutes. You've got 2 minutes to get some snacks, get some drink, make sure you hydrate yourselves. Bathroom breaks are allowed if it's only a week. We'll see you shortly as Roshan respawns. Any other big item timings we're looking at here? Slark looking for a refresher orb. Armel just continuing to... Oh, he actually got himself an Octarine. That's kind of cute for more tree volleys.
Yeah, he's doing a huge amount of damage with these tree volleys. I think the concept for Aster seems to be try and get a few hexes and see if they can just get like a chain hex onto somebody and kill them off that way. They have picked up a Wind Waker on this Death Prophet, so it gives them another potential save against the jump in. Keep somebody alive against the tree volley, even if they're potentially disabled at that point. Yeah, Wind Waker is well picked up for the Primal Beast. Okay, cool. Next, they can just chain a whole bunch of Wind Wakers on this Death Prophet and let the Exorcism with the Timeless Relic and everything go to work. Yeah, it's got the 25 talent coming out eventually as well. Aster seemed to have a plan. Fnatic, it's still just mostly DJ's buying damage. He's going for a Daedalus. Slark wants a refresher, so Raven's still kind of focusing on the defensive items. Double BKB, double Shadow Dance, double Shard. But nothing's going to be forced here until Roshan respawns. And even then, we're getting to that stage of the game where it's like, how much is Aegis worth? Like, sure, there's still some heroes to pick up. Aghanim's Blessing, for sure. But
I'm counting the Wind Wakers as well. We've got 2 on the side of Aster. Meanwhile, I don't think we've got any on the side of Fnatic, so... Always a really powerful item in these super late game situations, being able to save someone, because everyone is squishy at this point in the game, right? Everyone can just get absolutely blown up.
Yeah, the way that scaling works in Dota is that, especially at this kind of late game, survivability items are completely trumped by damage items and, agi heroes getting attack speed and damage. People are just going to pop in seconds.
All right, so we got minus 10-second mirror image cooldown on Naga. That's at 25. Death Prophet goes to plus Exorcism, 8 spirits. So that's pretty nice. A little bit of extra damage inside the Exorcism. I mean, that one's pretty easy.
Song forward.
Coming out. Yeah, Monet's catching it. He's going to be finding it as Jab's going to have to pop the BKB and blink across to the sidelines here. Goes to a black hole. It misses. Gets cancelled anyway, because why not? He's got nothing else to do in the fountain. Ori looking forward, try to find more here. Jabs with the second BKB. Can't really commit those. XXS stomping around in the back lines, but it's over towards the front as XXS slamming away at Armel. Armel going to turn himself into as he gets hexed right now. Raven looking for XXS. He might have found himself a target. Certainly does as DJ with Sharpshooter to finish it off. And now they move on to the Death Prophet as well. 2 down on the side of Aster. They don't have buybacks either. Moving for more. Monet! Oh, he gets out just in time as the avalanche comes crashing towards him, but he does escape, and now the black hole comes down onto Baboka. Sansa? Okay, doesn't
I don't think it would have saved him.
I guess he's dead anyway, so...
Okay, so the dynamic of the fight has become Aster all run at Jabs. He runs away as fast as he can, and Raven and Armel just pick people off in the meantime.
Jabs just black holes the ground to put
He's just a distraction.
Cooldown. It's fine, absolutely fine.
You just look at this Raven Slark just going from hero to hero, picking up stacks, finding the kills. He is the true king of the late game here, and they are going to claim themselves another Roshan. Who's taking what?
It might be the case that has to get away with not saving buybacks here, by the way.
Yeah, it's possible. But if you're Fnatic, do you want to let them have the chance to get tier 5s? I guess you don't have any black holes currently, which is a little stressful.
Yeah, and Siamese might actually get a chance to use his global silence for something other than the black hole next fight. How exciting!
It's a possibility.
What a luxury! Jump in. Oh, they've tossed back Baboka, but the song is there from the Naga Siren. Going to be able to buy them a little bit of time, at least to get the reset here. 13 seconds still on the Death Prophet. What if Monet doesn't actually have a refresher orb somehow? That is very surprising. Might as well buy one at this point and say, throw Baboka again. I'm just going to do the exact same play. Baboka, he's going to get run down. Does have to buy back on the Panda, so we'll be able to throw that one out, but their barracks are starting to fall. Raven, he's getting through the building, so Ori's going to come to the front lines along with Monet here, but Raven just starts taking chunks out of the Naga Siren. Naga trying to fight up with Raven here. Raven immediately purges off the ensnare from Monet as he will jump himself out of the base.
30 seconds on Black Hole, 15 seconds on the Refresher. Still haven't managed to take Megas. As Aster do have everybody back up for one last hurrah. There's just one buyback left. That's Monet. He's been...
Yeah. Monet just needs to be on the front lines here. She needs to be in the tower in front of the barracks. But that said, Fnatic, they don't seem to be in a big rush to try and sell this one. Refresher Shard on Raven is available, so he can get himself another BKB charge if he wants it. And don't forget, has that Aegis, so we'll be okay. And it's a smoke out from Aster. They want to make the decisive play. If they want to get out of this game, they want to be on their terms. I do feel like this is a risky fight for them to take, but they're going to go for it regardless. They see Armel on the back lines here. XS has immediately jumping on, and Pulverize coming out as they will try and take down Raven, but that's not happening. Black Hole's out, cancelled immediately. Monet struggling to get into the fight, especially with Soniqs taking chunks out of her on the back here. Januel's in pretty deep. They'll turn around. They'll try and deal with Monet. Monet to fall. Buyback from him, though, as he comes back into the fight. Raven, though, he's just on the front lines. He's looking for Ori. Actually going to miss the pounce here as Ori gets a little bit more time to try and take down this Tombstone. Cannot do it, though. Wind Waker away, but Armel's on top of him. Avalanche toss. The damage is there. The Death Prophet is dead. No buyback available for the DP. No buyback from the Panda. And there it is. The GGs are called. Fnatic at 59 minutes and 30 seconds will end this game number 1 between these two teams.
It took them a long time to get there, but Fnatic, it was a fantastic early game. They kept their cool. They stayed disciplined. They got the items and showed that they could deal with the Naga Siren in the late game. Very cool game.
Very cool indeed. Yeah, doing work and absolutely pumping out the damage in the end there, Fnatic, from just about everybody. And I think the damage stats show you all you need to know about